Hi, I'm Steve from Smart Agile, and this is the Agile Gardener. Hey, and welcome back. I've been an Agile coach for the past 20 years, and I've witnessed many shades of Agile, some darker than others. And during this time, I've been challenged time and time again about the relevance of Agile and its value, and maybe you have too. So this video is about providing you some food for thought and ammunition the next time you're challenged about the value of Agile. So, Agile is dead. Long live Agile. What are we talking about here? Why am I saying Agile is dead and then saying it's alive? Well, it's a play on words from the phrase, the king is dead, long live the king, said in many countries with monarchies when a new king ascends to the throne. You've probably heard it said many times in movies. I'm saying what Agile was 20 years ago is no longer true. It's dead. It's been through an evolution, and since around 2015, it's changed significantly. Let's start with the word Agile. The word is the same, but the meaning is so much more today. The problem with this is that people still think it's the same thing. It didn't change the world back then, so why would it make a difference today? When we talk about Agile in 2022, we don't just mean a set of values and principles defined way back in 2001. Now we also mean lean, design thinking, systems thinking, flow, and importantly, servant leadership. Its use now is an umbrella term encompassing all of these things. It's no longer just for software development. It's evolved to become a strategy used throughout the organisation. You've probably had some experience of Agile, and maybe it's been a bad one. The common things I hear are, it doesn't work or it won't work for us. Agile is fragile. We've been through countless Agile transformations, and all we end up with is lots of extra meetings but working in the exact same way we always did. I've been there too, but the reason they fail has nothing to do with Agile, but the way it's been implemented, through a lack of understanding about what is needed to make it work. And if you want to know more about the common reasons why Agile transformations fail, click the bell icon to get notified when I've done that video. Or, if I've already done the video, click the link at the top right of the screen now. I'd love to hear your experiences on Agile failures, so please comment below so we can share this with the community. Oh, and smash the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. But let's address the question, why would you want to go Agile? For what? Just a better, nicer way of working? Because everyone else is doing it, or because it's fashionable and the thing to do? No, of course not. I mean, it is a nicer, better way of working, but that's not the reason you would do it. It's about the bottom line. It's about survival, a compelling business reason. Agile today is a means to an end. It's not the goal. So what is the goal? The goal is business agility. So what's that? Well, simply, it's the ability of an organisation to deliver the right product or service to the customer at the right time, creating value for them, being able to change quickly based on feedback and market conditions, and doing all of this faster than the competition to gain competitive advantage. I say simply, but this is anything but easy to accomplish, and that's why Agile today means a lot more than it did 20 years ago. This is the change, the evolution of Agile. It's not just about a few teams developing software using Scrum anymore. It's an entire company strategy. It needs a revolution, not an evolution, to succeed. So what's caused all this change all of a sudden, and why should you care? Well, as we know, we're in the digital age, and we have been since the mid-1950s, but there's been a massive change in the last few years. The speed at which technology and infrastructure is accelerating and changing the world we live in. This is the catalyst that has led to a vast number of Agile transformations sprouting up throughout every industry. Think back to 2007 with Apple's first iPhone and think about what enabled it to become the success it is today. Technology and infrastructure. Sure, they had a visionary in Steve Jobs, but visionary or not, the iPhone would never have been the success it is today and start the smartphone revolution without supporting technology and infrastructure. Back in 2010, you had high-speed broadband in the home for the first time, and on the go you had 3G, 4G, and now 5G, meaning consumers can buy products and use services 24/7. And this drives our desire, our need even, to have these things quicker, faster, which in turn means businesses need to react to this. The need for change is now being driven by consumers, the people who buy your products and use your services, because they can have what they want instantly. If Netflix doesn't have what I want to watch, then I'll switch to Disney or Amazon. And this is exactly what we've seen happen in the last few weeks as Netflix has lost millions of subscribers. Look at the smartphone and tablet war between Apple, Samsung, Google, and all the others. I mean, I remember when we had to wait 3 to 5 years before we got a new and exciting product, but now it's multiple times every year. And that is now the expectation from customers. It's the new normal. which brings us back to Agile business agility. Remember, it's this explosion in technology that has changed Agile from what it was 20 years ago to what it is today, being driven and led by consumers who will change in a heartbeat when something newer and better comes along. It's why now more than ever, Agile is relevant and essential, so long live Agile. So, the next time you're challenged about the relevance of Agile, remember it's not about being fashionable, it's about survival and growth in the next 10 years. No one is too big to fail. Remember Nokia, Blockbusters and Toys R Us. They should be a lesson to us all. They went the way of the dodo, through lack of vision, not paying enough attention to changing consumer and market conditions, and failing to see the trend in technology and infrastructure. So remember why you need to go Agile and help start the revolution. That's it for this one. I'll see you next time.